Greetings comrades, Soviet Gaming here. Today we have a tutorial on AFK Arena and we are going through Hard Labyrinth. I will give you all the tips I have, all the info I have that will help you to beat it, or at least maximize the chance of beating it and killing the Wrizz and getting those fantastic loot things that he have. Let's go! So, the first thing we will talk about will be path that we will take. You want to have as many fights as possible while you are going through the labyrinth. That will award you with the most amount of relics. That in turn will make your heroes the strongest. As always, prioritize the elite fight, the golden flags, but if it means that you will have lower amount of fights, go for more fights, because 2 normal flags might reward you with a better reward. Another thing to remember, guys, is to smash a like on this video so you will get more content that you like on this channel. The next thing are relics. We want to focus on single target sustained DPS. That means that we are not focused on the burst, so we are not taking those relics that give your team energy in the beginning of the fight or small boosts in the beginning of the fight. We are focusing on long-term DPS so we can out DPS Wrizz, kill him and get our rewards. Okay guys, considering the relics, it's like 90% of your success actually, so it's based on RNG. We will go to afkarena.net for the relic list, but it's a little bit outdated. I will tell you the ones that I consider the most important, and the rest of them you kind of pick them yourself. And thinking about single target sustained DPS, as we remember, so we avoid anything that's affecting only once per fight or being triggered in the beginning of the fight. So Deathly Embrace is really good because it basically lowers enemy health by 15%, so Wrizz will die in 15. That's really nice. Death's Bite should be nice if your CAS is high enough, because for me it doesn't work, but you would like to take it if it's out. The poison always helps to kill Wrizz, so you want to have it. Next one is Moonstone and Sunstone. Those specifically together, they make wonders. They are really good. Then Blessed Hammer. I'm not really sure it's working as intended right now, but I usually take it if I have it, because additional damage is always nice. Poisonous Embrace. Okay, careful now. In Poisonous Embrace, in my opinion, this is the most important artifact. Like, every hero you have will deal poison damage. That means they will all together poison Wrizz and he will die. This is the best and really good. Firebringer and Icebringer are nice, specifically the Firebringer, because it lowers enemies' attack and basically lowers his damage. Sometimes, if your team isn't good enough, you can die to Wrizz and you won't have enough DPS or you will just die. And this one will help you. Icebringer will lower his defense, basically increase your DPS as well. Rage Spike, as always, increasing your damage, it's really good, but be mindful. If you are really close to Wrizz and you have like less than 5 fights, for example, so till you reach Wrizz, you don't take it, because otherwise you won't get to its max stats, and you know it will be a wasted thing. To make it easy, take it if you get it somewhere on the 2nd floor, basically. 2nd floor, it's okay, you take it. After that, it's not that useful anymore. Supporters, War Flag, backline attack, really nice, it boosts your DPS. The same goes for defense one. Oh, this one isn't supposed to be here. Each time enemy is slain, we're not taking it because we are going for a single kill on Wrizz, right? Arcane Spellbook, I took it only because I have Shimira as my main DPS, my damage dealer. So you pick the one that works for your class. For Shimira it's really good, good damage boost, really nice. Relic Chest, you should go for it in case if you feel that your team is weak enough and it can die. So if you're sure about your survivability, you skip it. If not, you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. Helmet, same thing, damage resistance. And since AFK Arena relic release is a little bit outdated, we have some other relics that we never seen before. Book of War, reduce the damage of the backlight, really good for survivability. Shout Combinator, you only take it if you have 2 or more power stones. It will boost them a lot. Hero's Hope, really good for hard mode. Basically, we get huge boost, 20% defense and attack. If you get several of those, you're golden. Shards of Force, really controversial topic, guys. but I usually take them if I get them at the early floors, like first or beginning of the second floor, and two other options aren't really good because together they can be really nice. Lower the damage received, damage dealt, and crit boost, really nice, especially with the shard combination. It just doubles their effect, so I've got two and it gave me really good damage resistance. I don't regret getting it. So guys, while going through the labyrinth, you have to prioritize all the relics you take in and everything towards two goals. First one is making your damage dealer stronger so we can dish out more damage. Second is survivability of your team. So you have to balance out those things in order not to be killed by Wrizz, but be able to dish out enough damage to over DPS him and take him down. Moreover guys, don't save the tears. If you need to use them to resurrect and keep going, do that, because you get 3 tears per week, so that's enough for 1 tear per labyrinth basically. So don't save them. If using them will help you progress in labyrinth, do that. If using them won't help you, like you will still die to the boss, to the fight, or anything, then yes, you have to give up. Be mindful guys that you can attempt Wrizz fight only once, because if you fail it, he will just disappear. Doesn't matter if it will be timer or your team will die. Either way, he will be gone and you won't have the reward. So if you're fighting him and you feel like you don't have enough time or your team is losing or anything, you just leave the fight and attempt it again. So guys, when you finally reach Wrizz, you might want to change your team composition to the one that you are using for the Wrizz boss fight. We totally changed our team here, we have only Shimira left, and let's see how they will work towards this fight. Alright, so on the boss fight I'm putting out somewhere around 110 millions of damage. On this fight with the normal team, I have like 34 seconds left on the timer. If we can beat that time right now, that means that our team is way better and like it's faster than the previous fight, than the normal team that you're using for this fight. Let's see. So far so good actually. I think it will be the same result. No, it's actually faster. So your guild boss fight is better than the one you used to clean the labyrinth. In case, if you are sure that you won't be able to beat him, you know, it happens, we're all humans and RNG is RNG, you pick the weakest members of your team, go to him, so you won't use the tier to resurrect your main team. Another thing that you have to remember about the labyrinth, that you can always pause the fight if things aren't going towards you, you are losing fighters, you are losing fight, you are out of time, and start it again. And you won't lose anything, all your team will be intact. By the way, this is a team from the test server, so if you want to know about upcoming events and patch notes and everything, don't forget to subscribe on the channel so you won't miss anything. One more tip guys, if you are fighting someone who you are sure that you will beat and the next fight is really hard for you, you can turn on autocast and save that energy for the next fight. So you will be able to start the next fight with ultimate attacks. For example, here we can run in and we already have some energy on our guys. Well, they will die really fast, but you know, it might be the difference between winning or losing a fight, specifically on the hard mode. Along with turning off the autocast, you can also lower the speed and basically you can manually control skills. That's what, well, we done in the very tutorial, right? But this can help you to fight the hard fights and get your team together and do the ultimates at the right time. For example, right now we don't need the Nemora's ultimate, right? So we will use the ones we need, and when our heroes will be injured, then we can use the ultimates we need, like healing, crowd control, removing crowd control effect and such. That might help you progress the hard stages if you stuck a little bit in the hard lab, or help with the Wrizz fight when you want to land, or help you with the Wrizz when you want to land your ultimates at the proper moment, at the proper time, specifically the healing ones and defensive ones. So keep that in mind, that might help you guys. By the way guys, if you want to see one crazy labyrinth run I had recently, click on that card button in the top right corner and go to that video, you won't regret it, it is pretty fun. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you liked the video. If you did, smash that like button and leave a comment. Moreover, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you won't miss any notifications. That's about it. Sort it out. See ya, comrades. Have a good one.